welcome to KO Tutorials. So let's continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So we have almost done with the lighting of this particular interior over here. So now what I'll be doing over here is like few things are left out. So let's go into this and let's go into rendering, go into environment, and we have added Vray exposure control as well. Go into rendering and we'll add one Vray HDRI. So I can just go into this and let's go over here and let's add an HDRI map. So I'll just type over here as Vray HDRI. So we can add some HDRI maps for the environment. So I'll just go over here and I'll take an HDRI map. Let me check which is better. I'll take this HDRI map over here. I'll make this as spherical ground projection, and I can go over here environment and I'll just clear it. I'll just drag it over here. Let's render it once again. Let's render it. So I have added one Vray HDRI over here. Also, now I can go over here into the exposure control, and if you want I can just change this exposure control as well. I don't want to go with much of a yellowish over here. So what I'll be doing is I'll make this as neutral, or I can go with a bit of a daylight over here slightly. Select this light over here. So what I can do over here is like I can slightly make the temperature towards white over here a bit. So we can slightly push it towards white, not making it more of a warm look over here. So we can change a bit of look over here. Apart from that, what I'll do is, if needed, I can just go over here and I can slightly increase the intensity multiplier of the light if needed. So definitely curtains what we have kept over here are a bit transparent, so that will affect in that way accordingly. Now again I'll go over here. We have we can just go into the camera. Hope we are in this camera view. Okay. All right. So this is not our camera. I can just come out of it. Again I can switch back to the camera and select this light, and if you want, I have this map over here. I can drag this map over here on top of it, and let's just render it once over here, and you can see how it is going to look like over here. So let it render over here. can see it is rendering. So I have added that Vray HDRI onto the light as well, so that can be done over here if needed. As you know, we have also added the Vray environmental fog. So again I'll go into this slightly. We can push it towards white and increase its fog distance more over here. So we can slightly increase the fog distance. So how it works is like, if you reduce the fog distance, you see that how it is going to affect the scene. So if you reduce the fog, then it is going to show more fog in the scene. Can you see? So we have to manage this fog as well correctly over here. So I'll just increase the fog over here in a proper way. We do have the density of fog as well. If you want to go with the density, we can just check out the density of the fog as well. So I have slightly increased the intensity of the Vray sun, and I have changed the temperature of one of this Vray light, which is assigned over here. I'll just save the file once. So let's again go over here, go into the sampling. I can slightly increase the sampling of this light. So I can just increase the sampling. The multiplier is 2, temperature is this, okay, this is 4, alright. So that's okay. Resolution, if needed, I can slightly increase the resolution as well from here, and this multiplier is totally okay. So this is what the color temperature we have defined for this IES lights. Okay, perfectly normal. So now again I'll just render it once over here. So once again I'll go into rendering, and let's check the render setup over here. So we'll go into this, go into Vray. So one by one settings, we'll just check it is okay or not, because we had made some changes. So adaptive lights, that's normal, okay. Reflection, refraction, you need get it, okay. Image sampler, will keep it as bucket. We can keep the Catmull room. You can change it if you need. You can try with some other as well if required. So these are different filters, whatever are required you can go with that, but mostly we go with Catmull room or Michelle over here. There is also one Lenzos filter as well. So implementation of Lenzos filter, go back to the Catmull room again. Subdivisions, if needed, we can slightly increase it. 24 by, we can keep it as 28, but depending on that, on the timing and all this, because it takes time. Noise threshold, so lower value produces less noise, so you can just reduce it. This is a minimum value for the noise. If you are applying it over here, that's 0.001 I have applied, that's the minimum value. Over here as well, minimum sample 16. So local subdivisions can be used for increasing the texture values as well. So okay, I cannot change it now. We need to first stop this. Again, go into the environment. Oops, we have not added a GI environment. If needed, we can add a GI environment as well. The GI environment will make it more brighter. So if you need it, we can. Let's go into this, and you can add a GI environment as well. We can add the GI environment, global illumination. Into that, I have added a map over here. Now looks better. So reflection and reflection. So this is for your calculations of reflection and refraction. And go into the color mapping. Let's keep it as exponential. We might get some changes. So I'll again switch it to linear multiplier. This is what the difference is. This mode will simply multiply the final images for linear. This mode will saturate the color based on the brightness. So to use for burnouts for the brighter areas. So HSV mode is very similar to exponential. It preserves the colors, hue and saturation. So if you want, you can go with HSV as well, or we'll keep it as the linear multiplier. Okay, so we'll just keep it the linear multiplier over here. Now again I'll go down, go into GI. That's the primary. Will keep it as iridance map, the light cache, the basic settings. Let's go into this medium. We can push it to high, but it will take time. I'll slightly increase it to 180 by 60. That's the settings we require. Light cache 1200, and let's render it once again over here. So you can now render it. That's what the lights we have placed it accordingly. Alright. So guys, if any doubts, please put it in the comment section over here. So you can add the light passes if needed. We can add it. So please like and subscribe my YouTube channel if you are not subscribed yet. So we'll continue the rest of the part in the coming tutorial. So we'll be adding the final light passes and we'll finalize the tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial.